So you're thinking about moving to North Georgia. Let me guess, mountain views, fresh air, and slower pace of life all sound too good to be true? Well, it is. I'm about to give you 10 brutally honest reasons why you might want to hit reverse on that cabin in the woods fantasy. Do you hate bears in your backyard? Check. Do you prefer your Wi-Fi to not be powered by squirrels? Check. Do you need a Target that's open past 9 p.m.? Yeah, we don't have that. You have Dollar General though. I don't think they're open past 9 either. Because North Georgia isn't just scenic, it's sneaky. It lures you in with waterfalls and wineries, and then bam, you're stuck behind a tractor on the way to brunch. Stick around because we are gonna dive into all the reasons why you might just wanna stay put in the suburbs and save yourself from a life of fresh air, friendly neighbors, and flannel-based peer pressure. Hey everybody, my name is Tim Gibson. My channel is all about North Georgia real estate. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're thinking about moving to the area or if you're considering listing your home in North Georgia, please reach out. My contact info is on the screen. All right, so here we go. Here's the 10 reasons why you don't want to move to North Georgia, unless you're ready for everything that comes with living here. Number one, you hate nature. If your ideal scenery is a strip mall and the sound of traffic puts you to sleep, North Georgia's endless mountains, lakes, and trails might feel like a little bit too much serenity for you. Black bears are your neighbors, not baristas. All joking aside, the natural beauty of North Georgia is one of the biggest draws. So if you don't like to be outside and you don't like peace and quiet and you don't like rural living, then maybe North Georgia isn't a good spot for you. Number two, you need an Uber in 5 minutes or less. Outside of a few larger towns like Gainesville or Cumming, Georgia, public transportation is basically non-existent and Uber drivers are basically like unicorns. If your car breaks down, then so does your social life, unless you want to maybe ride a riding lawnmower to the local bar or something like that, or maybe a horse. Because most of the towns in North Georgia are so small and there's really just not a need for public transportation on a mass scale. A lot of these counties are, less than 30,000 people. If you move to North Georgia, you're gonna need your own car unless you live on the square in one of these little towns, and that's probably not gonna happen. So just have a car, you'll be fine. All right, so number three, you're not a fan of small town life. Is living in a small town charming and fun? Yes. But the whole everybody knows your business in a small town type of thing? Yeah, that's real. If you sneeze in the morning, then somebody's gonna probably ask you about your cold by dinner time. Small town life isn't for everybody, but it's kind of like you get some small town gossip here and there. It's not really that bad, but it is something to think about if you're gonna move to the area. All right, number four, you expect high speed everything. Internet speeds can be hit or miss. If you are a remote worker or maybe you like to binge Netflix, then you might be buffering your way through the Blue Ridge Mountains. The further away you get from Atlanta, the slower the internet speeds are, in all honesty. Some places have no internet whatsoever, and some places you have great. I lived in the internet dark ages for about 15 years or so. Then we got a fiber connection close to where I live, and everything's great now. Just make sure to research your internet speeds or the internet service providers before you buy a house, if internet and fast internet is very important to you. All right, number five, you think seasons are overrated. North Georgia gets all 4 seasons, but really it's more like 12, and it definitely does not hold back. Summers can be hot and humid. Winters can give you ice storms, rain, and snowstorms sometimes. And fall may guilt you into buying a flannel shirt whether you want one or not. Springtime can bring so much pollen that it looks like snow on the ground. Don't eat the yellow snow. North Georgia can have some pretty unpredictable weather in 2025. We're shooting this in July. We had quite a few thunderstorms and some crazy stuff come through over the past few weeks or so, few months. But overall, the weather in North Georgia is fantastic. You just get some changes in there and that's okay. But if you like really predictable weather or you don't like a lot of change of seasons, then North Georgia might not be a good fit for you. All right, number 6, you are addicted to 24/7 everything. You want sushi at midnight? Yeah, you're not gonna find that in North Georgia. You wanna go to Target at 11:30 p.m.? That's not gonna happen either. I don't even know if we have Target in North Georgia. Here's the deal, because North Georgia is rural and there are a lot of small towns, pretty much everything starts to shut down around 8 or 9 o'clock at night. Because there's also a lot of weekend tourism, Sometimes you won't even find a lot of stuff open on Mondays. Hey, and on Sundays, you know, we are in the Bible Belt, so there are a lot of shops and restaurants that are closed on Sundays. Maybe not all restaurants, just Chick-fil-A. All right, number 7, you are expecting big city job markets. While remote work has opened a lot of doors for people to kind of live anywhere they want and work from home, that's certainly an option, but North Georgia's economy is a little bit different. Lots of small businesses, school teaching jobs, medical jobs, and jobs in tourism. You have a lot of Fortune 500 companies up in places like Blairsville, Georgia. But if you are looking for something in a Fortune 500 company, then there are quite a few just down the road in Atlanta, Georgia. Lots of big companies, Home Depot, Delta, UPS, and the list goes on. Just be ready for a long commute if you live in the mountains and you commute to Atlanta. Number 8, you don't like driving on windy roads. North Georgia is in the Appalachian Mountains. There are lots of steep and windy roads, and there are not a lot of street lights. Driving here isn't for the faint of stomach. You've got lots of switchbacks, you got lots of gravel roads, and deer that like to play chicken out in the road sometimes. Yeah, so if you're looking for a long, flat, and straight commute, then you're not gonna find it in the North Georgia mountains. Number 9, you are looking for trendy nightlife. I'm a middle-aged dad. I don't even know what trendy nightlife is. I think a trendy nightlife is just maybe watching The Price is Right or something like that on rerun. What you will find in North Georgia, though, is you'll find some wine tastings, wine tours. You'll find some moonshine tastings in places, lots of bluegrass festivals, and you'll also find the occasional brewery if you like to drink those beers. But if you're expecting rooftop bars, underground clubs, and fancy nightclubs with velvet ropes and bouncers who won't let just anybody in, yeah, you ain't gonna find that here. And number 10, you can't handle a slower pace of life. North Georgia runs on mountain time, not the time zone, just the slower pace of life. People wave at strangers here. You might get caught up chatting in the grocery store for a few minutes. In general, people just kind of take their sweet time. If you're used to hustling and, you know, rushing from one thing to the next and always being in a hurry, this might just feel like you've reverted back to 100 years in the past. We do have cars here. We don't take horses everywhere, but it's definitely a slower pace of life. All right, so what did you think about this video? Did any of these turn you away, or are these reasons why you might actually want to move to North Georgia? I mean, look, this is kind of the reason why we made this video. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions about lifestyle in North Georgia, and we'll see you on the next video.